What's up, folks? We're back again, hopefully with less technical difficulties. I couldn't get Sarah. I didn't want to disturb her while she's working. So we are here to react to you. Look, Rob's frozen. That's a good thing because you don't have to listen to him talk much. Wrath of Man. The latest Jason Statham movie dropped a red band trailer. So we're here to see if a red band trailer makes a big difference. So we do have a trailer reaction for the original first trailer that was not red band. I feel like we were kind of like okay about it. We're okay with his brand of action. We all love Guy Ritchie, that type of stuff. But we're gonna wonder if this red band trailer is gonna maybe catch a lot more attention. So if you're not familiar with this movie, in Wrath of Man, Jason Statham stars as a new cash truck security guard who surprises his coworkers during a heist in which he unexpectedly unleashes precision skills. The marksman's ultimate motive becomes clear as he takes dramatic and irrevocable. No, it's there's no P in there. Irrevocable steps to settle the score. All right, let's watch John struggle with pronouncing words.
Words are hard.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah. So it's ultimately a revenge flick, some type of reverse heist flick where he's entrapping heisters and he's the heisty. I don't know if that's the terminology for these type of movies, but now it is new vernacular. So Jason Statham, we did see Josh Hartnett and Scott Eastwood in other trailers and a bunch of other people. So we're going to wonder if we recognize anyone here. Are you expecting any change in opinion from this, Rob? You know, red band, sometimes it's that extra bit of juice that kind of gets you running, right?
Yeah. First of all, I actually forgot when you were like, hey, do you want to do it? I was like, what movie is this? I forgot that we actually reviewed. And I was like, oh, I'm excited for this. So I'm hopeful now that this trailer will actually implant in my brain a bit better than I guess the other one did. So, yes, I want to see. Listen, when you're going up for an action movie, I get the green band trailer if you're showcasing it on, in a theater. But I want to see some action. I want to see. Sorry, it makes me sound like a lunatic, but I want to see some blood. I want to see some violence. Like that's what this movie is. This is not Peter Rabbit 2. So show me what you want to sell me on.
Yeah, well, this is not your summer blockbuster Transformers Fast and Furious. So this can potentially be elevated with that extra element of either violence or gore. Yeah, Geez,
I'm gonna have some glitter on their face.
Yeah. Glam. That's glam, Rob. Come on. Chris Ho, I think you were I feel like you were meh about this trailer last time we saw it. Do you think that the red band is going to be able to kick it up a notch?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the issue is not with the violence and the brutal murders that we're going to see, but it's more about the premise and this kind of like, I don't know, this blah genre of revenge films. It's kind of super saturated right now. So, with that, Nobody just came out and all that. So we'll see. I think.
I feel like they have a lane. They have a lane if they kind of almost the Kiss or whatever you call it, keep it simple, stupid, kind of like if they have a straight forward story and the action is entertaining and the star is charismatic, and they just maybe add a couple twists here and there. I don't think they maybe have to reach for the sky for this type of stuff, but I think a red band trailer, like I said, is something that can elevate this to a little bit more interesting, especially since it's not a big block, like not a big popcorn PG-13 all ages type thing. So it can carve its little niche. So I guess we'll should we trailer reaction, or you guys want to talk about Guy Ritchie or anybody?
No. I'm ready to go.
All right, so let's go. Red band trailer. So I don't know if YouTube is gonna make me mute the sound or whatever. So if you guys have reactions to it, make sure they're more animated than vocal, because we might have to chop the sound because the whole red band and all that stuff. So
I'll mute my microphone.
No, you can still talk over the trailer as much as you can, so we can still get it out there. Look, he's out already. All right, so we're gonna go. Thank you, folks, for tuning in.
It's his son, his only son.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Jason Statham got hurt in the movie.
Responsible. I'll kill him myself.
We've deployed large amounts of time, money, and effort
in the search for justice.
Not good enough. It's gotta be an inside job.
You're gonna have to go undercover, boss. There's an armored truck driver.
Okay.
We have a new addition. May I introduce H?
I thought he was an armored truck driver by
Trucks
trade.
can be dangerous.
They're serious.
Leave this to me.
Just do what he says.
Post Malone.
Post Malone. That was definitely Josh Hartnett.
Post Malone again. Wow. Second scene with Post Malone.
My fucking dick.
What did you
Whoa.
say?
I said,
We need a different
That's what you
approach,
get.
boss.
It's not any of the usual suspects. What do you want me to do?
I can do it in 2 weeks. What you only wish you could do in 20 years. You're gonna give me a name. I need a face. I need to understand how resourceful and serious I am. And I do bear a grudge.
If he's not a cop, what is he?
He's a dark fucking spirit.
Okay, so in theaters May 7th, we'll see what happens with streaming services as we get closer to that date, because May 7th is next week, if I'm not mistaken. if the passage of time means anything
That's
nowadays.
right. Yeah, next Friday.
Yeah, so next Friday. So we'll see if it gets a full theatrical release, or we'll see it pop up on demand or something along those lines. But I don't know if you guys need a second, but definitely I feel like that was a way better trailer than we saw before. I don't know if it's because of the red band, or maybe they didn't want to do magical special edits for the previous trailer and didn't want to show blood or whatever. So let's kick it to Rob first. What do you think?
Oh, take my money. I'm all in. I when we reviewed Nobody on the main podcast, I said these types of movies are my jam. Like, I just love them. They can be mindless entertainment. Sometimes they can be done really well, like the Equalizer movies with Denzel. Sometimes they can be done not so well, like Jennifer Garner's Peppermint. But this one looked really good. I think the difference, though, between this and and I mean, not to be stating the obvious, is a little bit more violence, but the swearing, obviously, in this one, like, you don't get that in a Green Band. There isn't really much different or added from this trailer comparative to the last one, except for leaving in some of those lines, the cuss words. So
Yeah,
I'm all
I feel
for
like
it.
we did get
excited.
more story. I feel like we did get a bit more backstory, that he is going undercover to be the security guard, and he's a little bit more of the revenge angle. What do you think, Chris, so far? Red Band.
Yeah, a lot more action. The swearing, obviously, and the violence, but it seemed like to lean a lot more action heavy. So like, I don't remember a lot about the previous trailer.
The previous trailer, like they showed a lot of like
yeah.
the shots and him just shooting people very like flawlessly and kind of just having that swagger, but you didn't see guys just really taking hits and going down. So and he seems way more ruthless in this trailer.
Exactly,
like when he walks in and just shoots those two, I guess, hostages or guys right off the bat, like it's nothing.
You got kind of that signature Jason Statham, like nonchalant, like violence or killing people very nonchalantly, like this is second nature to him and things like that. I think what takes away from it, I think, is this Guy Ritchie thing. Like, I guess you got his name value, but he's not really known for doing these types of heavy action movies and things like that. Maybe it's kind of you're expecting you're expecting one thing from
like pure action, like big gunfights and guns. He does handle action in like, snatch and that kind of stuff.
More like mobster. He is like mobster kind of zany, like weird, like twisty plots and things like, not weird, but twisty plots and things like that. So maybe there'll be some of that, but I didn't see much. Like, if you're a Guy Ritchie fan, you're watching this, you're thinking it's going to be a certain style, but it doesn't look like that. But
I didn't feel like there was any, like, even when you watch, did he do that the Arthur movie with Charlie Hunnam and stuff like that? You could tell that was his signature style, even though the movie was not in his wheelhouse, as per se.
I think he did that chase scene in it with the Steadicam that kind of became his signature for a little while.
Like, so maybe he's going a little out of the box, or maybe we'll see it pop up during there, or maybe he just doesn't want to reuse the same things. But I definitely think it's a lot more interesting. Like in these types of movies, like one of my favorite movies from Keanu Reeves is Street Kings, which is a smaller movie that does have a little bit more violence and more gritty. So I feel like this fits more into, and especially like I do think this Red Band trailer overall was better than that last trailer. So final thoughts before, are you going to try and catch this next week, Rob, or?
Oh yeah. If it drops, as long as it's not like a stupid price, like $50 to rent it, then yeah, I would. The only thing, and this is we've been noticing a lot late in these action movies, is the use of CGI blood. And I noticed it a couple of times in this trailer when somebody was getting shot. You could see like the blood on there.
Yeah, when Jason Statham got shot.
Like, I miss the days of the squibs and the blood packs. Like there's just something a lot more realistic. And listen, the John Wick movies were also responsible. There's a lot of CGI blood to amp up the gore, but I miss the practicality. So that's the only little thing when I was watching this, I was like, man, I wish they would stop with the CGI blood. Like, I don't know what the cost is, but just squib a guy up and put a blood pack under him and let it go.
I would like to hear from like a stunt performer or something, like what exactly is involved with wearing those types of things. Is it in fact a very dangerous thing to have happen, or is it like a lot of cleanup or like a lot of reset? Like, because obviously if something explodes on a guy's shirt and blood comes out, then you got to reset the whole shot.
You do.
New shirt, new everything, all that kind of stuff. So maybe the fact that you can do multiple takes. So I'm interested to hear that fact. But Chris Ho, are you gonna? Is it day run rental? Are you gonna video on demand, or would you rather wait for it to be free on whatever streaming service you're already getting? Like that type. Like what do you feel?
I would say the latter. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay extra to rent something like this.
Yeah. So you're not gonna pay the additional 30 or whatever
it.
to see it right away. But when it drops on whatever service you're paying for, you're like, oh yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, for sure, I'll watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll watch it. I won't pay extra.
Yes. So you're still interested in seeing it. So that was
What about you, John? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna pay the $25 to rent it? You think?
I think so. I think that Michael B. Jordan movie is also coming out this weekend, so I'll have to debate. If I watch that first, and maybe I can wait for this, then I won't have to pay for it. But
but 2 different weekends.
I guess you're 100% right. Passage of time means nothing right now. But yeah,
are we in February?
So the best example is if this was going to theaters, and me and my buddies would go to the theater every weekend and pick a movie. This would definitely be on that list. So I would definitely have gone to the theater to probably see this and hope that it turns into a Street Kings or a John Wick or something like that was kind of like a little not on everyone's in everyone's face, and kind of sneak past and just be a really good, because there's good names, Guy Ritchie,
the Transporter,
Jason Statham, Transporter 1. We won't talk about 2 and 3, but let's leave it at that. Thank you everyone for joining us. Rob, you can find at _905. Some content dropping from him soon. Chris Ho, aka the Brick Top, because his fancy glasses today.
Brick Top glasses today.
Yeah. Is exclusive to our trailer reaction and various other podcasts. Heroes World podcast airs every new episodes every week, and that Sidekick show is live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This coming Monday, we are doing Point Break, the classic from Keanu Reeves, not the 2015 remake, the original classic. No. And it is the beginning of our month of May, which is our Keanu Reeves-a-thon. So we're going to go Point Break. We're going to go Speed. And then we're going to do John Wick 1, 2, 3. So if you like interacting with us live on Monday's shows, definitely tune in. Get us on the chat.
The Lake House didn't make the cut, John?
No, sorry. No, Lake House or Walk in the Clouds. One of my favorites. Walk in the Clouds, Keanu Reeves. I feel like we might continue.
Maybe Parenthood.
Someone mentioned Chain Reaction. So if you're a fan of Chain Reaction, definitely get me in the comments.
Yo, Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic.
47 Ronin.
Yeah, see, so now we're diving into whole Keanu Reeves things. But people definitely get at us in the comments.
2 months.
Are you going to watch Wrath of Man when it comes out? Do you think Red Band trailers are better than Green Band trailers? Like, should they just not bother with the Green Band and go straight to Red? Or do you like the Green Band coming out first, and then later on you get this extra treat of a Red Band coming up later? Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.